Have you ever felt like something deep inside you was waking up? Like a quiet force stirring, calling you to something greater? It's not an accident. This moment, this awareness, it's part of something larger than you can imagine. You've been through it all. The confusion, the doubts, the feeling that you're walking a path alone. But now you begin to realize you've always known this truth. It's been hidden in plain sight. Have you ever questioned why certain things never quite felt right? Or why, no matter how much you tried to fit in, something inside of you resisted? You were meant to be different. You were meant to see the world not for what it is, but for what it could be. You have always been awake, even when you didn't know it. What if the world around you wasn't trying to break you, but prepare you? What if every challenge, every heartache, was shaping you into someone far more powerful than you realize? Isn't it time to trust that inner knowing? To acknowledge that the truth you've always felt is now ready to surface? If this resonates with you, type "awakened" in the comments. In the quiet moments, the whispers have been there, waiting for you to listen. The journey begins when you finally hear them. Does it feel like you've been living on the edge of something unknown, something grand and powerful? That's because you have. It's time for the awakening to fully unfold. At first, you didn't see it. You felt something was off, but the truth stayed hidden, like a shadow lurking just beyond your reach. You were caught in the noise of the world, distracted by the drama, the games, the surface-level interactions. It was easy to overlook, easy to believe that everything was just as it seemed. But deep down, you knew something wasn't right. There was always a whisper, a flicker of light, telling you that there was more to the story. The truth you sought wasn't out there, it was within you. Have you ever been in a room full of people, and yet felt like you were standing in a world of your own? That's because you were. Your senses were more attuned than most. You could feel the energy shift. You could see through the masks people wore. But in those moments, you questioned yourself. Were you being too sensitive? Overthinking things? Doubting what seemed so real to everyone else? What if it wasn't your perception that was distorted, but theirs? What if they were blinded by their own illusions, while you were seeing things clearly from the start? Does it feel like the world was trying to convince you to ignore your inner knowing, to let go of the quiet truths you felt inside? That's the distortion, the mask that hides what's really there. But the truth doesn't stay hidden forever. It's always waiting to be seen. And when it's ready, you'll see it clearly. And then it hits, like a sudden burst of light breaking through the clouds. The truth, once hidden, is now impossible to ignore. Everything starts to make sense. The feelings, the strange sense of knowing, the moments you couldn't explain, they all fall into place. It was never your imagination. It was always there, waiting for you to realize it. And when you finally do, it feels like the entire world has shifted. The moment of revelation is the moment of power. Have you ever felt that instant where everything clicks? Like the pieces of a puzzle fall together, and suddenly the picture becomes clear. That's what it feels like when the truth is revealed. It's not just knowledge, it's a power that comes from knowing the truth, and from understanding how everything fits together. You're no longer in the dark. You've seen the game for what it really is. And with that clarity comes confidence. The confidence to stand firm in your truth, to stop questioning yourself, and to begin trusting what you know. Have you ever felt the strength of your own inner wisdom? The certainty that comes when you finally embrace your truth. That's what's unfolding right now. You've been given the gift of clarity, and it will guide you forward in ways you can't yet imagine. Now that the truth is clear, you can't unsee it. You've stepped into a new version of yourself, a version that no longer doubts, no longer hesitates. This is the rebirth. You are not who you were yesterday. The old you was confused, uncertain. But the new you walks with confidence, with purpose. You see the world through a different lens now. And that lens is made of wisdom, discernment, and power. The world may not understand this transformation, but that's not your concern. You've stepped into your power, and it's time to claim it fully. Have you ever felt the strength that comes from knowing you are exactly where you need to be? That every step you take is leading you toward your purpose. That's the power of rebirth, of knowing you're in alignment with your highest self. This is not a moment to shrink back. This is a moment to rise. Embrace the power within you, because it will carry you to places you never thought possible. You are not afraid of what's ahead. You are ready. If this story resonated with you, take a moment and reflect. What truth have you been hiding from yourself? Type 777 in the comments below and share your truth with us. You're not alone on this journey. The world around you is still chaotic, but you have found peace, not through avoiding the chaos, but through mastering it, through choosing to remain calm amidst the storm. Silence is not weakness. It is the strongest form of power. Have you ever noticed how the most powerful people in the room are often the quietest? They don't need to shout. They don't need to react. Their presence alone commands respect. That's the silence you've learned to embrace. In a world that thrives on reaction, you have chosen stillness. Where others lash out, you observe. Where others lose themselves in the noise, you remain grounded. This isn't about being passive. It's about knowing that your energy, your presence, is the most powerful force you can wield. Have you ever felt the strength in simply holding your ground, in choosing not to engage with the drama? This is the silence of mastery, the silence that speaks louder than any word could. And in this silence, you begin to realize you are not merely surviving chaos. You are shaping it. You've learned to trust the process, to let go and allow the universe to unfold its plans in its own time. And as you do, you begin to see how everything is connected. The universe always restores balance in its own time. Have you ever wondered why things seem to work out in the end? Why, when it seems like everything is falling apart, the pieces somehow come together? That's cosmic justice at work. The lies, the deceit, the manipulation, they may have had their time, but now the truth is rising to the surface. The universe doesn't forget. It doesn't let wrongs go unaddressed. You may not have had the chance to confront every lie, but the universe has a way of exposing them at the right time. What was hidden is now being revealed, and you are witnessing the perfect unfolding of justice. Can you feel the shift as the balance begins to return? The weight that once held you down is lifting, and those who sought to deceive are now facing their own consequences. You don't need to fight. The universe is doing that for you. Now you can walk forward, knowing that the cosmic order is at work. Now that you've seen the truth and embraced your power, the path ahead is yours to walk. Your destiny is yours to claim. Have you ever felt like you were on the verge of something big? Like the pieces were falling into place, but you were waiting for the right moment to step forward? That moment is now. The path you once hesitated to take is now clear. You know where you're going, and you trust that every step you take will lead you closer to your purpose. This isn't a path of fear or doubt. It's a path of certainty, a path of power, a path of unwavering faith in yourself. Have you ever felt the excitement of knowing that you are exactly where you need to be? That every challenge you face is part of your journey, leading you toward the life you've always dreamed of. That's the power of embracing your path. Now you walk forward with clarity, purpose, and the confidence that your journey is unfolding exactly as it should. If you felt the shift inside of you, now is the time to take action. What step will you take to fully embrace your truth? Type "Rise" in the comments and share how you are stepping into your power today. The journey has just begun. You've walked through the darkness. You've seen the lies. And now, you stand in your truth. You are the chosen one, and this is your time. Have you ever wondered what it means to be chosen? It's not about being special. It's about being aligned with a higher purpose. A purpose that guides you, shapes you, and leads you to where you are meant to be. This is your moment. The world around you may still be lost in chaos, but you are different. You have found your light. You've awakened to your power, and now nothing can stop you. The universe is on your side. Cosmic justice is unfolding, and the path ahead is one of limitless potential. Have you ever felt the power of knowing that you are walking in alignment with your truth? That is the power of the chosen one. And now, as you step into your purpose, you will rise higher than you ever imagined. You were always meant for this. The time has come for you to embrace the journey fully, to step into your truth without fear, and to rise as the chosen one you've always been. The world is waiting for your light. It's time to shine.